This is the last segment in the book of Shame's Anatomy, and it's on the topic of money as an idol, which is also the love of which is the root of all evil. Page 344, Shame's Anatomy. The love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy 6:10. Money translates into power. Power means control. Whatever we can control, we can destroy. The thug who is out to make the Benjamins has no concern about who gets in his way. Money is his God, and the blood on the streets are his sacrifices to it. The thought behind the hip-hop lifestyle, with all its glitter and glamour, is the pursuit of some chick who will have sex with him. Think about it. He is willing to kill someone or self-death just to get in a sack with an immoral woman who ends up having his child and taking him to court. It's a shame, man. When you watch the videos, you will notice the rump-shaking woman in the background and notice the excess, the expensive champagne, and the cars and jewelry. His love of money leads right back to the queen, his goddess. The goddess is the ruler. All this idolatry has neutralized the black family and has made us slaves to the system. Real love, marriage, true fatherhood, and faith in God through Jesus Christ will remove the stigma of the curse on Eli's house. We have the truth. The whore of Babylon is no longer a mystery. We can no longer afford to allow our children to be raised in the culture of Semiramis and Nimrod. The hole was dug for us 400 years ago. However, now we have knowledge at our disposal to help us overcome the traps we erstwhile fell into so blindly. It is all about power. It is all about worship. Just as Eve coveted the power of the gods, today's misled woman seeks glory that belongs elsewhere. She is not content with her own honor and distinction. No, she wants the man's glory as well. Foolishly, she emasculates the male and uses the media to promote her male-bashing agenda. She is seen as a perpetual victim, and dozens of shows in daytime cater to her sense of victimhood. Men are rarely, if ever, portrayed as victims. There is no audience for it. Strangely enough, some women celebrate when they see men being abused by other women, saying, "Now he knows how it feels." And the rest of the sadistic sisterhood say, "Amen." For this same reason, it is hard to catch women in the wrong, since so many think it is their duty to protect the sisters, no matter what she does. Men get caught because there is no such network of cooperation for him. When he's caught, he's on his own. Women have listened to the feminist agenda for the last century, telling them to put the man last and to pursue her life as selfishly as possible. They have sacrificed all the glory of family life and have thrown away their virtue to conform to the image of the liberated woman. That is tragic. In the end, all she has are faded memories of the many lovers that shared her bed of sin, and children born without the glory of the father in their lives. She has been duped into thinking the feminist lifestyle would fulfill her, and sadly still, she discovers, she was nothing more than a casualty in the battle of the sexes. When the feminist prevails, everyone is a casualty. Do not serve the queen. Serve God that you and your house may live. Keep the fifth commandment. Honor your father and your mother, that your days might be long on the earth. Read the Bible and get to know God. Remember all the 10 commandments and be blessed. Grace and peace of God be with you. This is Shame's Anatomy, Glover Washington, and finally, the ruler. The ruler seeks mind control, speech control, and behavior control. And last but not least, Romans chapter 1, starting at verse 16 to 32. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believes, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has shown it to them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that, when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore, God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into the lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of anger, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who know in the judgment of God that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. I'd like to thank God for the reading of the Word, and for me, allowing me to share excerpts from the book, Shame's Anatomy. That was the last chapter, few pages in the book, Shame's Anatomy. It's on sale at Amazon.com, and you can reach me on the internet at Shame's Anatomy at VanguardForKeeps.org. May God bless you and keep the faith. Peace.